Welcome back, everybody, with Mornings with the Mitten. I'm Stacy.
And I'm Therese.
Hey, Therese, we have a lot of questions that are happening now that we've got the summer months that are rolling. We're coming to that. What do I do to get my home not only ready for sale, but should I put any money into my home to get it ready for sale?
Yes, we constantly get phone calls from potential sellers who just are so worried and they want us to come out and do a very preliminary meeting. They say, oh gosh, we're not ready, we have so much to do. And then we get to their house and they don't have so much to do. So what we always like to suggest is at least have us come out for a no obligation, completely free, just casual chat. We'll come out, we'll talk, we'll look at your property. We're going to give you an idea of price point where we think we should list it, and then we're going to walk through your home room by room with you, interior as well as exterior, and kind of just say, hey, don't you dare spend money on this, or ooh, there's some staining on that carpet. We might want to get a professional carpet cleaner in here, or maybe even replace the carpet.
One of the big questions is, should I finish my basement to get that extra value out of the house when it's not finished?
Don't get me wrong, everybody loves a finished basement, right? Finished basements do add value to a property, but dollars to dollars, it just doesn't make sense. If you purchased a home, let's say right now in this year, 2018, and you just loved entertaining, you love to have a man cave downstairs, you love to have a professional theater type room, do it. Put your money into it and enjoy it for the next 20 years.
Right.
So that when you spend the $60,000 or $70,000 professionally finishing your basement now, and 20 years later, an appraiser only gives you $8,000 to $10,000 in value for it.
Doesn't sting as much.
It doesn't sting as much. So at this point, no, we wouldn't have anybody finish a basement. Don't get me wrong, if we go into your basement and you have a drop ceiling and you have walls, we might tell you to lay down some vinyl rollout linoleum, or maybe even put some inexpensive carpet down so an appraiser will consider.
But we'll give you that recommendation, should you or shouldn't you. And then the next one too is the floors in the kitchen. Should I or shouldn't I?
So floors are really a kind of battle, because 9 times out of 10, if we go into an older home and there's some really not so great carpet down, we'll get on our hands and knees and we'll peek in that register vent to see if we have some hardwood underneath. Truthfully, most of the time we just say, pull that carpet out. Let's see what you got underneath. Showing that hardwood floors, especially if there's never been any pets in the home, you'd be surprised. You might have an absolutely beautiful hardwood floor underneath.
And it will look better than that dingy carpet that you may have sitting that could have staining on it.
Or allergens or any of that.
Correct.
Same thing with the kitchen. Nobody's putting in brand new kitchens nowadays just to sell a house. But hey, fancying them up, prettying them up a little bit, it's not going to hurt. You know? If putting some neutral laminate counters on them from the old avocado green counters that are on them, it's probably going to help. The key right now is, although it is truly a seller's market and buyers are buying for bones, buyers still want to see that value in your home. Buyers want to walk in and be like, wow, I could truly just move into this home. If I wanted to make some changes along the way, I would. But I want to be able to drop my suitcases and my furniture and call it home.
Work, entertain, and travel. That's what our buyers want to do these days. But cleanliness is also a huge factor that you'd be surprised. Decluttering makes such a big difference, and you'd be surprised how much more room you seem to have in your home.
Sometimes we suggest just grabbing a pod. Also, sometimes people will grab a storage locker and just purge their home so that it does show better. We'll say, oh my gosh, we got to take this big recliner out of the living room so that the living room shows better when it's a first impression for a buyer. So
makes a big difference.
Absolutely.
Makes a big difference. But we'd be happy to come out and give you some of those tips and tidbits on what you should do and what you shouldn't do.
Again, it's not, I always tell people, save your cash for your next home. Whether you're downsizing, upsizing, or making a lateral move to another community, keep that money in your pocket for your next home. Put the money into your next property so that you can enjoy it for many years forward.
And we've got some listings this week, don't we?
We do. We had a busy weekend this past weekend. Almost everything went. So now we got to replenish that inventory. So this week we got a couple. Over in Ypsilanti, 1742 Grove Road in Ypsi. This is a 1-bed, 1-bath upper unit condo. This, of course, is on beautiful Ford Lake. It offers lake views and lake access. It offers an updated kitchen with a stainless appliance package, gas fireplace, and a community pool, all for $85,000. Staying in the Ypsi area, we have 820 Twin Towers Street in Ypsilanti. This is a really charming home. 3 bedrooms, 1 bath ranch. It does have an updated bath. All appliances stay with the property. And this is a unique property. It's on a half-acre fenced lot with a 2-car garage. Truly a little oasis in the backyard for $150,000. We also are jumping over to Redford, 26779 Southwestern in Redford. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath, charming brick bungalow. Refinished hardwood floors throughout, finished basement, new AC, and it's got a fenced yard with a detached garage for $125,000. And then we have a great listing in Taylor. 25748 Champaign Street in Taylor. Great highway access if you're looking to be a commuter, get down to Detroit, over into Ann Arbor, or even to the airport. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath ranch. There's a finished basement in that home with a second full kitchen.
Oh, nice.
There's a vinyl privacy fence in the backyard that encloses the paver patio and the 2-car detached garage for $135,000.
Wow.
I know.
Beautiful. All great listings.
Yeah, great listings. We're excited to have another busy weekend. And again, if you're even just considering selling, now is truly, truly the time. Our market values are so high. We are literally back to pre-recession pricing in many communities and almost back to pre-recession pricing in some communities. So if you're even on the fence, again, it costs you nothing to have us come into your home, provide you a market analysis, and then look at your home and give you guidance as to what to spend money on and what not to spend money on.
All right, everybody. We'll see you next week and make it a good one.
Absolutely.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.